Welcome back to another edition of Balcony Interview. Would you like to start by introducing yourselves and telling us how long you've been coming to Lords?
I'm James and this is my third time.
I'm Joe, this is my first time.
I'm Emma and this is my third time as well.
So James, what have you been doing today?
This morning we had an early get up, then we went to the Grotto Mass with the pilgrims. Then after that it was the full pilgrimage photo and back to the hotel for dinner. In the afternoon it was the Blessed Sacrament procession in the underground basilica.
And Joe, what have you enjoyed most so far?
Well, the opening mass was really enjoyable, and meeting the pilgrims is really inspirational. They've got so many stories that they love to share with us all.
Finally, Emma, is there anything that you'd like the whole of Coach 4 to pray for?
I think we should all pray for each other because as a family we need to support each other, especially the new people who might not be sure what to do, and also for the pilgrims who need our support, and to have a great week.
Thank you for joining us on this day's edition of Balcony Interview.
Good evening. We've just had a lovely catechesis session where we've been really honest with each other. We've played this really nice game, and we're just about to head over to the grotto before we have a night prayer, then head over to the grotto before we go and sing our hearts out at this great bar called the Versailles. But before we do that, I just wanted to sort of reflect on the experiences I've had today, and people will have definitely had similar experiences to me with the VIPs, which I personally have never taken. I'm working this year with pilgrims who are staying in hotels rather than the San Fray Hospital, which means for this week they are my pilgrim. In this case, I'm sharing this pilgrim with Emma, and so we're working with this pilgrim for the full week. And in previous years, I've not had this kind of connection with pilgrims because I've been working with them from the San Fray, just taking them down to Mass one by one. We don't stay with the same one usually. But I find having just one pilgrim is a really lovely experience to have, because you always have the questions that you will ask pilgrims as you're walking them down, like have they come to Lourdes before? How often do they come? But when you have a more personal, long sort of term for the whole week connection with a certain pilgrim, you get to know about them quite a lot more. But back to the idea of how long people have been at Lourdes, you find that pretty much everybody we speak to, pretty much all the pilgrims have been before, and it's the case for a lot of us on the coach, staff leaders especially, how many times we've been before. It's a place everybody always feels they're just drawn back to. It's rare that you find a new one amongst the pilgrims in the San Fray or the hotels, and I think that's just a testament really to how great Lourdes is. I mean, this catechesis session we've just had, we're hearing some of the most honest, lovely things we could say to each other about things that we really like about each other. And there was the idea that people sort of shrink away from compliments, but here in Lourdes, when there's just this completely honest and beautiful atmosphere, it's just so perfect. So I've had a great day here, and I'm sure I can say everyone else has too. Good night.